Welcome to this Fingers and Thumbs How to Play tutorial, which provides all you need to know about this fast-paced, fist-to-fist family game that's sneakily strategic. First, let's run through what comes in the box. There's the game board, an odds and evens coin, both sides shown here, an odds and even player piece, both shown in green, a Switcheroo Star coin, shown in the middle of the screen, 4 Power Thumbs cards, a dice, and 6 winners tokens. Now let's look at the setup. While you can play in teams, to keep things simple at this stage, we'll be looking at a 1v1 game. To get set up, one player needs to flip the odds and evens coin to determine which player is odds and which is evens. Rotate the game board if necessary so that odds or evens is in front of you. Then roll the dice and place the Switcheroo Star on the blue circle with the same number. Then divide the Power Thumbs cards into 2 so that each player has 2 cards in front of them. The aim of the game is simple. Complete 2 laps of the board and reach the finish line before your opponent. You move around the board by winning finger duels. Finger duels follow the same approach as rock, paper, scissors. But here, on the count of 1, 2, 3, go, each player throws their hands into the middle with either no fingers pointed at their opponent or 1 finger pointed. You then count the number of fingers in total between both players. If no fingers are thrown, then that's a total of 0, so the evens player moves 1 space forward. Same result if each player throws a finger, 2 fingers in total, so an evens win. Should one player throw a finger and the other player throw 0 fingers, that's a total of 1 finger, meaning the odds player moves 1 space on. So far, so simple. Here's the first of 2 curveballs. Each player has 2 Power Thumbs cards. This means that during a finger duel, they can also raise their thumbs at the same time. If you look at the right-hand side of the screen, you can see how a power thumb has been thrown by a player at the same time as no finger, and then in colour with 1 finger. I need to stress that thumbs are not fingers, and as such, they do not impact the 4 possible outcomes of the finger duels shown on the previous slide. The benefit of a power thumb is that if the player uses a power thumb in a finger duel and wins that finger duel, they can then either move forward 2 spaces or move their opponent back 2 spaces. Please note, if a power thumb is played successfully at the very start of the game, the winner cannot send their opponent back beyond the start line into negative values. They can only move forward 2. If they lose the finger duel, the power thumb counts for nothing. Regardless of whether their power thumb play was successful or not, they must place a power thumb card into a discard pile by the side of the game board. Now let's look at the Switcheroo Star. Here, the dice rolled at the start of the game landed on 4, and so the star has been placed on the 4th circle. Should a player reach the finish line when their opponent is situated on the Switcheroo Star, either on lap 1 or 2, then their places are swapped and the loser ends up winning. This means that players may have the option to intentionally lose a finger duel or 2 to stay on the Switcheroo Star and win the game by losing. Players must roll the dice at the start of each round, and so the timings of the power thumbs, impact of the power thumbs, which again only allow players to move forward 2 spaces or send their opponent back 2 if they win their finger duel, and position of the Switcheroo Star means that each round is completely unique. As I said earlier, team play is possible. Here we've got red and blue versus purple and gold. Red and purple have decided to go first, so they play the first finger duel. Red comes out on top, and so they face off in a finger duel against gold. Basically, winner stays on. As it turns out, they lost the finger duel against gold, and so gold stays on and blue steps in for their team. Both teams have 2 Power Thumbs cards and must decide between themselves when to play them, and if they're successful in the finger duel, whether to move ahead or send their opponents back. And that's it. Any questions, post them below and I'll try my best to answer them. Thanks for watching.